All right, we are recording our Team Cup, Rockin the Team Cup call. I'm going to go right ahead and share the screen with you guys so we can dig into this. Team Cup, and you're going to hear me say Team Cup and February Team Challenge, and I'm intermixing those guys. It's kind of the same thing. There's a subtle difference. In July, I personally decided on running a team-wide challenge with Inspire Beauty. We got on teams of 3. I believe there were 4 teams of 3, so that was pretty cool to see that come out of the woodworks. But in July, I basically gave everybody a PDF, which I'm going to share with you guys here in a second, and your Team Cup captains will also share this with you guys so you have it and can print it. But I created this PDF of tasks and behaviors that are like totally crucial for success in this business. If you want to hit Success Club, if you want not even just like a one and done thing, but like month after month after month, finding that cadence, that rhythm, that routine. And so I created this thing called, and I didn't create it, guys, I can't totally pat myself on the back. I got this idea from a very top coach in the network who shared it on a YouTube video. Love YouTube University, by the way. But I called it July Team Challenge, and we did this, and it was the best month our team saw in all of 2018. And so I thought to myself, I'm going to bring this back. And I knew strategically that I was going to bring it back in February. But then when Beachbody announced that February was also going to be Team Cup, I was like, perfect, I'm going to merge the two. So Team Cup deals specifically with teams coming together for a month, right? To work with each other, to set big goals, to hold each other accountable, and try to work to make it the best month yet. Now, Team Cup is measured in one thing and one thing only, and that's Success Club. Now, if you know me, if you've talked with me, if you've spent any time on our calls or within our team page, you know that for me, Success Club is not the only indicator of you being a successful coach in this business, right? I read something today from a 15-star coach in the network. She shared with other top coaches on a collaborative call today that if a coach is not hitting Success Club, they're not welcome on the training calls. Could you guys imagine that? Imagine if I was like, oh, I'm sorry, you weren't at Success Club, you're not welcome on my calls. I would never not welcome anyone. And that's her strategy, and that's her style and her rhythm of people. Like they vibe that way, and maybe they eat that up as like friendly competition. But for me, I want you guys to know that like Success Club isn't the do all end all. Is it a great measure of your momentum in this business? Totally. Is it a measure of your work and all of like the stuff you're doing behind the scenes? Absolutely. But is it the only thing? No. So I just want you to know that your February Team Challenge is going to focus on things much more than just Success Club. And then Team Cup, you're going to be seeing when you get the weekly reports, because you will get them in your inbox now that you've registered. You'll see that those are catered only towards Success Club. So prizes for Team Cup. Now this is Beachbody corporate prizes. I have my own special prizes for Team Challenge, which I'm not going to unveil tonight, but they're coming, okay? So, but the prizes for just Team Cup are, if you hit Success Club individually, so let's say Leah hit Success Club on her team, and that's it. Not trying to be a downer for anyone else on Leah's team, but I can see Leah right now, so that's the name that popped in my head. But if she hits it, meaning Success Club 5 points or higher, she's going to get this really cool 21-day fix, ultimate fix cutting board, okay? If everybody on Leah's team hits Success Club 5, all 5 members, you guys get a Transform 20 thermal, okay, long sleeve thermal. And if all 5 members hit Success Club 10 or higher, you guys get this like, it's like a tent, but they call it like a sunshade tent, I think. Anyway, it's pretty cool looking. So those are some of the prizes. If you are one of the top 5 teams in all of the United States, so they're separating Canada, UK, and the US, so there's actually top 15, and top 5 from each country, but 15 total, will get this really cool Team Cup jacket. And then the ultimate top Team Cup team in all of Beachbody, doesn't matter what country you're in, you will get flown out to Santa Monica, where Beachbody headquarters are. You'll get like wined and dined there. You'll get a live workout with a trainer. Just see how it's like super intimate. There's like the 5 Team Cup people and then the super trainers. Pretty cool. And then you get this coveted Team Cup trophy that travels around with the top teams. So those are the prizes, but there's also some bonus prizes this month that I want you guys to be aware of. Okay, and already, you guys, like your wheels should be turning as you're seeing this, like, oh my gosh, I want that cutting board, or I need that freaking tent, or I am gunning to help my entire team hit SC5 because that thermal for Transform 20 will be on my body, right? So as you're seeing this, I want you to already have the wheels turn. And sorry, I locked Frankie out and he was not happy. He like just batted the door open. I want your wheels to be turning and thinking like, that's what I want. I'm going for that. A bonus prize is that this month they will be deciding who gets to be in the coach pilot test group for Morning Meltdown 100, which is Jericho's brand new workout that is launching at Summit. But you will get to try this out first. Now, in a couple weeks, we're going to be hearing from a coach in the network who I have befriended. Her name's Bailey Kai. She is darling and cute, and she's going to be teaching us all about Instagram and what she does. But she has only been in this business about a year. She's a one-star coach. She will be with me at New Leader Conference next weekend. But the coolest thing about her story is she got one of those new coach spots for the test group for Transform 20, and it changed her business. Like freaking changed it. Okay, she went for it. So she earned that spot for Transform 20. There's 3 categories. You are categorized by rank. Either a new coach, I believe it's new coaches within their first 3 months. I'd have to look at the FAQ 100% to give you that, but it's definitely new coaches. Then the next level is diamond and below. So diamond, emerald, or diamond, ruby, emerald coach. Okay. And the third tier is star, diamond, and above. Okay. And they're taking a certain amount of people from each grouping. You can definitely read about it in your Coach Online office, but you cannot earn this prize. You cannot, if you have an astronomical February and you crush the month, but you're not on a Team Cup team, you're out of the running. You have to be registered for Team Cup and be one of the top Success Club point earners in your bracket, in your category, and then you could earn your spot in this. I have this plastered right there behind me. Ooh, how do I make my finger show? Right there. I printed it out and put it there because I want to see it, you guys, because it's a lot of Success Club points I'm sure that I need to earn, but I'm going to go for it because I want it. That'd be so freaking cool. So anyway, that's a bonus prize. Your other bonus prizes beyond just the Success Club Team Cup prizes are your actual rewards program prizes. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but in 2019, there's 1, 3, 6, 9, and 12-month Success Club prizes, meaning you've gotten it that many months out of the year. It doesn't have to be consecutive. It just has to be that many within the year. If you earn Success Club, if you've already earned it in January, or if you end up earning it for the first time of 2019 in February, you will also get a Team Beachbody Coach tank or t-shirt. And then you'll see that the 3-month prize is Beachbody-opoly game. Guys, I have one from like back in the day. It's kind of funny, but they've updated it. The 6-month prize is a backpack. 9-month is that Coach sweatshirt, that hoodie back there. And then the 12-month prize is a rolling backpack. You guys, I just got my 6-month prize from 2018 in the mail today, and I was blown away at the quality of this. This thing is legit. It's got so many pockets, and like I could put Frankie in it, which I did if you saw my picture of that. Anyway, these things are really nice, and so this is extra swag. So if you're like, oh my gosh, February would be the first time I'd hit Success Club in 2019, you'll also, not only will you get the cutting board and potentially the other tiered prizes, but you also will get your Beachbody tank or t-shirt. Okay, so let's get, like, that's all the logistics. Let's get down to how we freaking rock this. So I made a little checklist for you guys, and the cool thing is you've already checked off the first 3, so we don't even have to worry about those. The first is finding your tribe, connecting with other people in your team and figuring out who you're going to team up with. We've already done that. Everybody has created a team name and registered. I love it. And number 3, we've all created message threads. Guys, that is going to be your lifeline with one another through this team challenge. I will be in Inspire Beauty every day at 5 a.m. It's already pre-posted for the whole month. Every day at 5 a.m. Pacific time, I will come in and give you a daily countdown. Like, we've got 28 days left. We've got 27 days left. And I'm going to give you a bit of my heart and a bit of like strategy, maybe some practical knowledge of like applying like invites or follow-ups. I'll give you scripts. I'm going to give you tons of stuff to be successful. But the reality is there are so many people that don't do well with Team Cup. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when Olivia hit Success Club, And then Kristen hit Success Club. And I'm sitting here on the team, and I'm the only one. And I say that with quotes and like, woe is me voice, because like, guys, like we got to get out of that, right? But when I feel like I'm the only one, or I'm bringing the team down, you know what starts to happen? You know what people start to do? They back away. They go up against the wall and they become a wallflower, and they become an observer of Team Cup rather than a participant. You guys are the 15 people on our entire team. Think about it. Our team has like around 80 coaches. Freaking awesome. And out of those 80, there are only 15 of you who are actually participating. That's a privilege and an honor. Like, don't take that lightly. So your message thread is a huge place. How would I contribute? Every day I'd be in there and I'd share something like, here's a message I got today, or here's a way I said something and it really worked for me. So this next point of contributing daily, where you want to make sure you're checking this off daily that you're contributing, that doesn't mean that you contribute by just parting what someone else says. That means saying, here's my tracker today, here's what I did. Or like Leah shared with us yesterday, she got off the team call and she could have easily just not done her non-negotiable messages, but she's like, no, I'm going to send them. And from that, she got a challenger / coach all at the same time. Those are things that are powerful. And everything is powerful. If you hear a podcast that you think would speak to your teammate, that's contributing. If you found a quote that is powerful, sharing that. Any script, like, or if you say something to somebody and then they respond to you and you don't know what to say next, go to your message thread. That message thread should be something you open daily, guys, okay? We're going to set and share goals as an individual and as a team. Oh my gosh, I forgot to put the little brackets around it. Oops. Okay, just pretend they're there. But setting and sharing goals as an individual. So once you get off this call, that's going to be like your next step is, what do you want to achieve in February? And don't freaking play it small. If I say I want to hit Success Club 5, I'll probably get 2 points on the board. But if you say, I want to hit Success Club 20, like I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I want to hit Success Club 20, you're at least going to hit Success Club 5. You know what I mean? So the more we shoot, like and I say this all the time, oh, I want to be Emerald by the end of the year. No, you don't. If you want to be Emerald, you'd be Emerald by the end of February. Because if you wait till the end of the year, that's just too much time. So don't play small. And no number you say is going to be ridiculous to your teammates. There's not a single person that's within your thread that's not going to be like, girlfriend, yes, thank you. Let's do this, right? So think through your goals, and then we're going to share those with your team. And then once everybody shares their individual goals, then we can decipher, okay, well, based off of what everyone else said, this is what we're going to do as a team. We're going to go for that tent, or we're going to go for that jacket and be one of the top 5 teams in the United States, or we're going to freaking go for being in the test group, right? So set and share those goals individually. And then once everyone contributes that, then as a team, you guys can share goals. And we can talk about those. We will talk about those later on different Tuesday nights. I already kind of touched on that, supporting one another. That's how you're going to contribute, right? Best practices, scripts, motivation, all that good stuff. Tuesday night Zooms are going to be dedicated for Team Cup only. So people who are on Team Cup, you guys will always be invited to a Tuesday night Zoom. Sometimes it'll be just to check in. Sometimes it'll be to grow. Sometimes it'll be like whatever I'm seeing or your team captains are seeing and sharing with me. If we need some tough love, or if we need some love, or whatever it is, that'll be poured into you on Tuesday nights, same time as today. And then just get in this mindset that you want to help at least 1 to 2 people every single week, okay? All right, you guys heard this last night if you were on our call, and I'm sure you've heard this if you've listened to any sort of national wake-up call lately, but mindset is everything, you guys. No matter how you feel, no matter like what goes on in your day, I'm already going to preface that at some point in February, life is going to get hard. At some point in February, you're going to have this big goal that you set for yourself, and you're going to have these teammates that are incredible, right? But at some point, you're going to wake up one day and you're not going to feel like it. I'm already preparing your mindset for that, because it's the truth. It's life. But don't forget, guys, that it's bigger than just you, because you're part of a team. And so when one person retreats back, the other 4 notice. It's not like the other 4 are like, we didn't even notice that Brittany went away. Like you would notice, right? If one of the 5 of you just stopped sharing. So if you've got something going on, be open and honest about it, but also be willing to let your teammates help you to get out of that so that you can keep going and running with your team. For you, I would set, for every one of you, I would set a non-negotiable and stick to it for 28 days. For example, you could say, I will spend 30 minutes every day dedicated only to inviting new people to join me. I'm going to set a timer every day, and for 30 minutes, I'm going to invite. I'm going to keep a running list, and if they respond to me, I'll highlight their names so that I know I can like really keep dialogue going or circle back or follow up, right? But set a non-negotiable that you're going to stick to for 28 days, and not a non-negotiable like I'm going to hit SC 5. Like I don't want it to be a goal non-negotiable. I want it to be an action-based non-negotiable, right? So it doesn't have to be a minutes. If a number works better for you, every day I'll invite 10 people. Go for that. If it's, sorry, I have to shut this. If it's not even based on invites, but maybe you want to add more people to your network and continue to pour into those people, not just add people to the network with never actually inviting them, but you know, I'm going to add every day, I'm going to add 50 new people on Instagram. And then from those 50 people that I invited or added on Instagram, the next day I'm going to reach out to all of them and start befriending them, right? And so I want you to have non-negotiable, actionable items, that's really hard to say, that you stick to, okay? Make sure that it's doable. If you say, every day I'm going to work my business for 5 hours, and you've literally never worked your business for 5 hours a day, that's probably not a good goal to throw yourself into for 28 days. So don't play small, but also be realistic with your life and what's going on in your month ahead of you, yeah? We want you in for the long haul, not for like the first 3 days of February and then you fizzle away. People want you to follow up with them. We've done videos and I've done YouTubes on follow up. And so just remember, keep reminding your mindset that people want me to follow up with them. People want me to circle back. People want what I have, right? Like tell yourself that before you sit down to work rather than flipping your mindset into something maybe negative, right? And we're going to talk strategy here in a second, but it's all about how you make your points count. So maybe your BOD users who only have BOD, it's time to upgrade them to a completion pack. Or maybe you have a Shakeology client who in February you ask them to pause their Shakeology and they're going to order Performance Line HD so that you get 2 successful points off that already customer that loves you. Or maybe they pause their Shakeology, or they keep their Shakeology. They don't have to pause it, but maybe they try 3 boxes of Beach Bars because 3 boxes of Beach Bars will be successful points. And I'm going to show you a little breakdown here in a second, but let's get creative, right? Get creative about making your points count. Here are a couple of my tips real quick on how I personally love crushing Success Club. I share on social media every single day and at least 10 times on my story. And if you are struggling with how to post on social media or what to put on your story, you guys, our team has so many amazing people sharing on the regular what they're doing. I'm just like, you know, you constantly see like people getting shouted out for their stories, but like the coolest thing about the success that you see around you, like if someone else has an amazing story, their amazing story does not take away from you being successful. But when you like lean in and partner up with them and say, girl, how did you do that? Now both of you can be successful, right? And so lean on each other. If you see something, say something. It's like the airport. If you see something, say something. But like seriously, if you do see somebody rocking it, mimic it. Guys, that's flattery right there. I have no problem if people take my posts and rearrange my words. So, and you guys can do even in your groups like mini posting challenges or, hey, I posted a call to action today. Did anybody else? Or, hey, I posted my transformation today. Who else is going to do theirs today? Right? And so pushing each other to get out of your comfort zone to do things like that. One thing that I think is so important is that you do not decide anyone's fate for them. Far too often I talk to coaches and they say, yeah, I know, like I've got this friend from high school and I got this person I went to college with, but I just don't think that this would be for them, or I don't know, they probably wouldn't want to do it. Do not decide that for them. Like, how rude are you? Let them be the decider of that, right? All you're doing is offering this gift. You shouldn't be the one deciding their fate. There's a corporate mentor of mine that before she joined Beachbody Corporate, she knew what Beachbody was, but like she didn't join Beachbody Corporate because she like loved Beachbody. That wasn't her jam. But when she joined and had her interview, she like realized what Beachbody was, and then she's like, oh, you know what? I think I have some of my friends. Like She's like, I wonder if any of my friends do that, like on my friends list. So she went home after her interview She got the job, went home, and went to scrolled her friends list, and she found somebody who was a Beachbody coach. And she reached out to them and she said, hey, I just got this brand new job with Beachbody in the corporate office. And, they were telling me about the coaches and what they do, because that's what she does now, is she mentors and supports coaches. So she had to be aware of that whole side of the network, right? And so she, asked her, she said, I'm just curious, why did you never invite me? Because this coach had never invited her. And the coach responded and said, honestly, I didn't think you needed it. But what that coach didn't see, because she told her, you're always on vacation, you're always posting like really happy pictures, you looked fine. And she was upset, and she's like, how dare you decide for me what I need and what I don't need? Because behind those pictures, she was struggling with depression. She posted that she loved her job, but she actually hated it. She went on vacations to escape, and then the second that picture was over, she had to go back to this lifestyle that she hated. And so, yeah, maybe on social media, we see this picture of somebody and we've decided what we think their life is like, but we don't know. And so I think that I wanted to park on that topic for just a hot second, because I think it's so important that we get out of this mindset of, I don't think they need this, and realize that that's just our nerves. That's our own fear. That's not actually them not needing it, right? Okay, ask for support for people to try new products. So a strategy that I want to use in February is emailing all of my current clients and past challengers and letting them know, first of all, what's on promo this month, but also seeing if they want to get back in a group for past challengers, right? And that might help me, because then I can strategically, if they just have Beachbody on Demand, I can sell them a completion pack, which is 2 Success Club points, right? So I can help them with that. Maybe a current client I can reach out to and say, hey, you're crushing these workouts in Transform 20 and drinking your Shakeology. How's your body feeling? Or are you sore? Are you tired before the workouts? And you could try doing Performance Line, or vice versa. Maybe they ordered Performance Line and you try out Shakeology with them. So trying to get support from people who are already in your wheelhouse is key too. Those are really smart Success Club points. Use calls to actions in your posts, absolutely. And then from there, you can invite people based on those. We've talked about this till I'm blue in the face. Follow up, follow up, follow up. And if you are an Emerald coach or higher, you get free customer leads from Beachbody. And so you can also reach out to them and see about upgrading maybe to Shakeology Home Direct or the completion packs or whatever, and then getting them plugged into your current challenge group. So here's how we hit Success Club points. This is somewhere on the team page if you go back through the archives of photos, but I'll share it again with our captains, and then we can put these in our individual threads. But every challenge pack, and this should say / completion pack. A completion pack just means, you guys, that they already have Beachbody on Demand. So it's a challenge pack without BOD, basically, okay? So a challenge pack or a completion pack counts as 2 points. Shakeology Home Direct, it has to be Home Direct. Has to be Home Direct, you guys. They cannot do a one-time order. If it is, that's why setting up a share cart for your people is so important. And if you don't know how to do that, trust me, we can teach you that. It's very simple, makes life really easy, but you have to set it up as HD. And then you can tell them, listen, if you want to cancel after the month, I'll help you, but this is going to be cheaper for you. And it also helps my business. Be honest. I tell people all the time, you are freaking helping my business right now. Like, they like knowing they're helping you out. People love that. So 2 points for Shako HD. Same thing with Daily Sunshine HD, 2 points. Performance Line HD, 2 points. If you get 3 boxes of Beach Bars, it cannot be 1 and it cannot be 2. It has to be 3 cartons of Beach Bars, 2 points. And then any combination of Home Direct products that total 90. So it could be a combination of Beach Bar plus like Recover, or anything that's it's got to be on HD, Home Direct, right? And it's got to total at least 90, and that counts only as 1 point, okay? So everything else is 2 points across the board. Cool on that? Okay, and this is the last thing that I want to wrap up with. And this might seem like counterproductive because we just talked about how to like kill it in February. But you guys, today's the 29th of January. We have the rest of today, whether you decide to get off this call and start doing stuff or not. You've got tomorrow all day, and you've got all day Thursday to make it count in January. Momentum is a big deal. We're talking about it in the Compound Effect. We've been reading about it in that book. Momentum, you guys, if you're starting from a stopped position on February 1st, it's going to take you time to get the wheels turning and get the ball rolling, right? But if you start today, if you start tonight or tomorrow or the next day, right? If you start now in January and you say, hey, by the way, I know before I plugged you into that Transform 20 test group, Transform 20 Snoop group, and it never ended up panning out. I know the holidays got crazy, but listen, I'm opening up another round of it soon, and I'd love for you to join in. But here's the deal. The reason I'm asking you now is because the $20 promo is going away. Honestly, guys, I don't think it's going away. I'm pretty sure it's through February. They don't know that. Tell them it's going away at the end of January. They don't know that, right? So tell them, hey, the $20 off, I want you to save that money and help get them started now. Okay, so those don't count for your February goals. Guys, if you think that there's not going to be enough people in February because you sign up Susie Q today, you're in for a real rude awakening. There are plenty of people in this world that need our help. Do not have a lack mentality. That's a lack mentality, and it stings to like own that because I've had to own it. Trust me, I've been like, ooh, I'm going to save this person for February 1st so that I can like start the month off strong. I've been there. I am keeping it real with you guys right now. But I'm also showing up and being proof that I don't just preach to you guys, but I practice it too. I have share cards out right now that I'm like relentlessly following up with them on because I want those points for January. I don't want to save it for February. Okay. If you've got this mentality that you're saving it for February, you're going to be starting from a stopped position and it's just going to be that much harder to get yourself going. So get going today. Even if nothing pans out from it, at least on February 1st, you've got conversations going. You've already practiced some of the things that you're getting ready to do for 28 days, and it's only going to help you, right? So my last like plea to you tonight before I open it up for questions is just do not save it for February 1st. Get going today, set those goals, set up your team goals, and let's freaking crush Team Cup month, you guys. Woo! That's all I got. Okay, so much in the chat. Oh, Natalie, I'm so happy you're on tonight. I just love seeing you in that robe, sister. Pause and order flavor. Yeah. Beach bars. Wait, I think, Leah, you answered this. Yeah, you got it. Cool. Any questions?
So you've already sent us the PDF that you want us to send to the team. Are you going to go? Okay.
Yeah, I should, shouldn't I? Thank you, Leah, for being like in my head when I'm not. So
it's a scary place.
It really is. You do not want to be over here. Okay, so what I did is there's 2 pages that you'll see in the PDF. The first page is actually, what am I even doing? I could just pull it up on my computer. Guys, like I'm trying to act like I don't know how to use technology over here. Okay, I can do this. I can do hard things. Okay, let me share screen with you guys real quick. Sorry about that, and we will wrap up after this. This is important. Thank you, Leah, for reminding me. So you're going to get a PDF from your team captain, and let me move faces out of the way. Cool. Okay, and it'll give you the weeks. So what we ask of you guys is that like February 1st through 7th, you are keeping a tally, a running tally on all your personal points. And then on the 8th, when this new column starts, we ask that you tally up your points on your own. It's an honor system. You don't have, I mean, you can snap a picture, but also tally them so that your coach doesn't have to do this. And then they're going to report them back to me so that I can shout them out on the team page every week. But on like the 8th, we'd love if you shared with everybody, you know, what points you have in your team thread. Okay. So ways to earn points for the team challenge. This is where it's fun, guys. That was all Team Cup. This is team challenge stuff. So it goes hand in hand. This is very important because these are the behaviors that are going to help keep you connected to rocking out Team Cup, okay? So if you rank advance, let's say in this first week you go Emerald, awesome, you get 4 points, okay? New PS coaches, so let's say you don't rank advance, but you do add 2 coaches that week, and it doesn't actually advance your rank, but it's cool because you added to your network or added to your team. Each coach will count as a point. If you rank advance plus, add new coaches, double dipping. Every Success Club point you earn will be worth 1 point. Every time you share your transformation, you could just put tallies here, you guys. So let's say I share it 3 times in that week. Every time I share a transformation on social media, whether it's in your story or in your physical feed, you're going to put a point here. Listening to the National Wake Up Call, it's always shared on the team page every Monday. And then here's the kicker. You only get the points if you share your takeaways in the comment thread. So you can't just say, I watched it, y'all. You actually have to share takeaways. Okay, attending my Monday night team Zoom is worth 2 points. If you attend your Tuesday night Zooms for Team Cup, that's 2 points. If you attend Saturday coffee chat, etc., you understand. If you want to host a coach sneak peek, 3 points. You could do that via your story. You could do that on a Zoom. You could do that via a private group. Whatever you want to do, it can be 1 day long, it could be 3 days long, it could be a 5-day long sneak peek. But if it's something that you're like, I literally don't even know how to do that, but I think that would be cool, talk with your thread. Like you guys could do a joint one, right? So anytime you host one, 3 points. And now this is your daily tracker. So your workout, check. Shakeology, check. I posted on social media in my story today, check. I read PD, check. I'm celebrating and recognizing the efforts of others, check. And you're going to do that throughout the week, okay? And then down here are bonus points that basically once you hit them, it's like a one and done thing. It's not like a weekly thing. So once you create a team name, awesome, we all got a point. If you have purchased previously or are purchasing within February, your summit ticket, you get 5 points. Once you earn tier 1, you get 5 points. That's the cutting board. If you earn tier 2 prize, 10 points. If you get the tent, the whole team gets 15 extra points per person. Sharing February goals with your Team Cup team, and then sharing March goals with me towards the end of the month. You can then reach out to me and share them. And then this is my favorite, and I brought it back because I know some of you have watched it, but I think it's really awesome to watch things again. There's a training I have on the coach training page. If you go down in the units, it's towards the bottom, and it's called The Prize is the Process. And you'll see people have already done it. Watch the training and comment on your takeaways. And then once you complete all of them, that's worth 15 points, okay? So this is coming your way tonight. What I did, you guys, is I printed off 1 page of the first, because that's all you need. You just need 1 copy of the first. But then I printed off 4 copies of the other, because otherwise it gets like really distracting for your coach to see like 17 Mondays like checked off. It's a lot on the eyes. So I printed off 4, so I have my 4 weeks worth here. So you'll get that in your threads, and then from there you can start tracking. Cool? Does that help answer that? Any questions on that? Anything on anything else?
I have your dog, Olivia.
She does have a cute dog.
So cute.
Thank you. He's a Chad.
Your team does not get extra points for puppy cuteness. Nice try.
Says who? Penciling that in on the tracker. Okay, well, that's it, you guys. So like I said, I recorded this. I'm not going to get the recording up right away, so don't harass me about that because I got to get on this other call. If you do want to, I am speaking on Julianne's team call tonight, but I'm speaking, the reason I didn't really invite you guys is it's what I shared 2 weeks ago with you. So you're really going to hear, you've already heard that same content from me. But if you really do want to hear it again, I can send you the Zoom link and you can just reach out to me when we're done if you do want to hear it. Just how another coach constructs their team call, as well as like the first 20 minutes she's going to be kind of doing a Q&A with me. So maybe if there's things you haven't heard of my story or that perspective before, I don't know. Anyway, I don't expect to see any of you guys on there. You don't have to be on there, but if you do want to be on, just let me know and I'll send you the link. Other than that, we're good. I'm super excited, guys. We are going to freaking crush February. I'm going to be honest. I've never been excited about Team Cup before because it's always like low energy, but this looks like you guys are my jam. You're my people. You're my tribe, and I appreciate you so much. So thank you. Have a good night. And if you've got questions, make sure you just get in that thread and start asking, okay? All right. Take care, guys. Bye.